Have you ever wondered why Southwark, the area around the south end of London Bridge, is also called Borough, or sometimes the Borough? The name Southwark probably means southern defence, a bit like the word bulwark, and refers to the fortifications which once existed to guard that southern entrance to London Bridge. A settlement grew up around those fortifications, and as this was the main point of access to London for anyone coming from the south, much of that settlement was devoted to serving the needs of travellers, and famously it was a hub for coaching inns. The other name for it, Borough, or sometimes the Borough, is confusing, as boroughs are the administrative unit into which modern-day London is divided. There are 32 of them, and yes, the London Borough of Southwark is one. So Southwark is certainly a borough today, in the same way Camden, Lambeth and Westminster are London boroughs. But why does it uniquely get to be called the Borough? The crux of it is that there are two types of borough: ancient boroughs and the modern metropolitan boroughs. Ancient boroughs go all the way back to the Anglo-Saxons. It's a status assigned by royal charter to give an important settlement, usually a town, a degree of self-governance. Whereas those modern boroughs are just some local government fad, dreamt up by bureaucrats in the 20th century. Southwark had status as an ancient borough since at least the 12th century. It wasn't part of the City of London, and for at least some of its history was free of the city's jurisdiction. London has always been a bit of an awkward customer, hasn't it? It's really two cities, the City of London and the City of Westminster. This is illustrated by William Morgan's map of 1682, wherein he neatly sidesteps the issue by referring to it as London, etc. This bit is the City of London. This bit is the City of Westminster. And this bit isn't part of either of those cities. It's the Borough of Southwark. The modern notion of a London borough didn't come into existence until 1900, when the County of London switched from being split up into dozens of awkward parishes and districts to 28 nice, neat, modern metropolitan boroughs. Prior to that, the only area in the County of London which was referred to as a borough was Southwark. Before any pedants out there point out other ancient boroughs like Kingston, the one UB40 sang about, remember that the County of London roughly corresponded to what we'd call Inner London today. Prior to the creation of Greater London in 1965, Kingston wasn't considered part of London by any definition. So until 1900, if you were anywhere in what could reasonably be called London at that time, and you talked about a borough, it could only mean one place: Southwark. The sense I get is that it was originally referred to as the Borough rather than just Borough, and it's a bit like the way people say the city to mean London, which is a bit confusing because we've just said there are really two cities. Anyway, you can imagine bumping into a friend at the Cross Keys, the pub which used to be on Old London Bridge. I made a video about that. Cough, cough. The conversation might go something like this: Steve, fancy bumping into you here. Are you headed to the city? Nah, Colin, I'm going to the Borough. Right. I hope that has cleared it up. Southwark is an ancient borough, the rest of them are Johnny-come-lately boroughs. That's why Borough is the borough and the rest are just boroughs. Thanks for watching.